Okay, the northern youth are planning to declare war on Biafra, as a nation. They said what? Because Uzodinma is planning to reconstruct the IDP camp there in Imo State. He said if you do it, and nothing that anybody in Imo State, even the youth and other governorship aspirants to do as regards stopping him from reconstructing the Fulani, IDP camp there in Imo State. But do you not think the youth, the Biafran youth stopping this IDP camp, stopping Uzodinma, do you not think this will cause disunity between, the Fulani and the Igbos there in Imo State? And at the same time, the local youth are not happy. They said if they ever try to burn down this Fulani, this IDP camp, that there will be problems there in the north. Well, for the Igbos there in the north, it has been demolition attack and burnt down by the Imo youth before now. Where he went there and camped thousands, of people, that are Fulani there with their knives and whatever. He camped them there. It was discovered. That place was discovered, and they were chased away by ESN. And now if you try to reconstruct it again, they don't need to waste any time. I can tell you 100% that ESN will repeat exactly what they did in that camp before now. And that is the reason why everybody seems to have gone to sleep now, that they have succeeded in arresting and imprisonment of these resistant voices. I'm talking about Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. But what they seem to forget is that the control proxy operation they are using currently now, can trigger thousands of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa to rise from Biafra land. Even from places they never expected it to happen. It can happen, and that will be too dangerous for them at the end of the day. Another person will emerge, that might not be this lenient like Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, that might decide to take the angle of George Washington of America, that might decide to take the angle of King Wisman of Israel, that might decide to take the angle of Ben Gurion, that might decide to take the angle of Golda Meir, that might decide to take the angle of Benjamin Netanyahu. And nothing anybody can do about it. The arms that are going to use to defend this ideology might not come from anywhere. It might actually come from them. And that is the picture that at this point, they have always been jubilating. They have been celebrating the Southeast governors, thanking them, celebrating them for the manipulation that took place, that led to sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu to prison. The northern governors and leaders and emirs and traditionals, they are rejoicing, they are celebrating. Some of them have even, you can see the kind of thing that is happening now. Some of them have promised them, endless national appointments. I can see the more we are seeing these people now, all of them are moving towards APC. Our businessmen are moving towards APC. Our celebrities are moving towards APC. Everybody is moving towards APC, making it clearly vulnerable for conquest agenda, political religion attack to take place on the Biafran people. Very unfortunate, and it is happening currently now. Especially what we are seeing, that anybody that does not understand very clearly that there's a calculated plan, execution that is going on against the political structure in the Southeast is just dreaming. By the time they take out these people now, they have aligned in the one side and they're in the same meeting. How can you be talking about their business is at stake when freedom is the only hope of sustainable business? Your own private business is at stake, and you are afraid to sacrifice it because of what you want to. You don't want to be hungry. You don't want to feel the pain. You don't want to know what Nnamdi Kanu is going through. Everybody just kept silent. The Igbo nation was silent. But that silence might be too dangerous to define when the time comes. There's a limit to what man can go. There's a limit
to what thing can happen before gravity comes in. You know, that is just it. Whatever goes up must come down. You know, this manipulation and oppression and suppression will get to a certain point, then it will become a resistance, it will become a struggle, it will begin to attract all manner of things at the end of the day, because there's a limit to what man can take, and you know, and that is it. And yet they have continued to penetrate and continue to disarm and you know, everything that will make it look as if you know it is not a reality, but it is a reality. Hope Uzodinma, I understand very well your position before now. How many governors were there? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to imprisonment. Nobody have uttered anything. Nobody have said anything. What are you actually afraid of? We know we are not the one that voted you and made you president. Governor, sorry. Abba Kyari, according to you, made you governor. Omotosho and the rest of them, they are the people that manipulated that process in River State and other. They are the people. These are deadly judicial agents. Fulani DNA dodges in the judiciary. They are using to destroy the Igbo people. And you are watching it as ordinary judgment. It is not ordinary judgment. It can never be ordinary judgment. These are judgment, you know, injected by Fulani agents in the judiciary. And that is it. And you can see how many of them now that are paying homage to the likes of Wiki and the rest of them, you know, just because of property. A judge selling his conscience for just property. That's how deep and unfortunate things can become in Nigeria. But also the man should understand that very well. You know that a time will come, he will be there and he will face the consequences of whatever decision he is taking. Because it's very clear they are not there to protect the people as leaders. Everybody, all the leaders, political leaders, are just afraid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are afraid of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then it means you are not a leader.
But we see that the sit at home has finally been called to an halt by Nnamdi Kanu. Do you not think the Southeast governor finally will be happy as regards this information?
No, they should be thinking of what is going to come. Now that it's no solidarity again, that means the anger will be more. The agitation may take a very dangerous angle. If there's an attempt to invade the Southeast by arms to kill the Southeasterners, because that is the only thing that is remaining. That the consciousness, the Igbo nation should maintain consciousness on this. They should maintain consciousness on this. They should maintain consciousness on this, because these leaders, political leaders you are seeing today, who are saying yes, because of gay, yes, we can decide to say, okay, it is time to face the reality on ground. No more sit at home. You don't know what they mean by that. You don't know what is coming. Nobody should be saying that they are celebrating, whatever they are thinking they are celebrating. It's not because of what Soludo did in main market. No, it is the hierarchy of the IPOB, the command and control. That's what makes them a leader. They are dynamic. They listen to the people. And they felt that this is the right time to make that statement. And I don't want to go into deep on how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have arrived today. I know that somewhere in Sokoto they have a larger audience now. A lot of people are coming to him, so he have access to a lot of information compared to when he was in DSS, when a lot of things are being restricted. But now people are free to come to him, and you understand, and he has come out clearly. I believe that he comes from him, that this thing should come to an end, and that is what it is. And now I can tell you, it is only sit at home that has been put to an end. The Biafra agitation has not been put to an end. The ESN operation has not been put to an end. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Aluta continue. The Biafra agitation quest is very much alive and in serious consciousness at the moment as I'm speaking to you. Kudos to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for that understanding. They don't have anything to do with the Nigerian government. They don't have anything to do with but what we're saying at this point in time, that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu refused to do the needful, of course, the needful will definitely happen at the end of the day.
But other people are saying if Uzodinma finally set up this IDP camp, that this guy is trying to set up another insecurity and terrorism coming back to Imo State and the Southeast. Do you agree with this?
Yes, you know that the election is coming now. So they need to renew the agreement they have with these Islamists. And that's why they are busy now. They started reconstructing in the forest.
Is that why they make sure that the light of Gentle and Jamaica have been sent away from Imo State because of this?
Definitely. And you can see that a clear warning. I don't know whether that's the reason why they are saying that any moment from now, something big is going to happen. They are going to shake ground at the end of the day. But the problem is this. Very clearly, I want to say it very clearly. And there's no need of fighting and killing ourselves in this agitation called Biafra. And that's my message to anybody that is called Gentle Yahoo or whatever. There's no need for that. No, the agitation is not about killing ourselves. No, let them do their own thing. They should be able to know their target at the end of the day. They should not lose focus on the issue concerning whether they are coming through the Nigerian police, whether they are coming through the Nigerian army, whether they are coming through the governors, whether they are coming through the political jihadists, whether they are coming through religion. Whichever way they are coming, they should be vigilant and be able to know. There should be widespread intelligence, because now there is no sit at home. The Northerners are jubilating that they have actually, going to take over finally, and that is why you see quickly, Uzodinma and the rest of them, they are busy now trying to reactivate, reconstruct the hidden IDP camps of Fulani people in the forest. That's the reason. The Southern would have told them, 27, yes, this is my candidate, don't worry, go and reconstruct, we'll make him governor. That's what everybody is looking at now. Now it looks as if, that the Northern Caliphate have succeeded in penetrating Washington to convince the Americans that there's nothing like Christian genocide, and Nigeria can never defy. They are the one in charge of what is happening, and nobody. Remember Gumi said it, that Nigerian government, the American government cannot stop Boko Haram. What's giving cannot stop insecurity. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Gumi is saying, even this one that happened in Kwara, he said it very clearly. And the government has to convert to Sharia, the killing will continue. They cannot go after them. Bola Tinubu and his wife is silent. Nobody's commenting anything. You dare not. But you saw in that video that even under a general in the army came down and bowed to Gumi. You don't know what is happening. Oh, you think it's ordinary? A certain general came and bowed down to Gumi. And look at the caliber of Northern scholars, politicians that surrounded Gumi. It tells you that Bola Ahmed Tinubu Muslim ticket was an agenda. And you can see that those who are joining APC are joining an agenda. Governors who are joining an APC. But Putamba joined them late last year. He joined them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People not killed in Enugu State. People are being murdered in Enugu State on daily basis. Is he not part of it? He's not the one that nominated the head of Abuja Mosque in Asu Rock. He's not the one that nominated them. What is it that you cannot achieve when you are in PDP? What kind of money they give you? Everybody is running because they have promised them they are going to rig a certain process. They will rig it. The rigging, the agenda behind the rigging, what we saw Akpabio doing in the Senate today is just about the same agenda. Nigerians will not go open eye, will not blind, will not even see. Can we read the meaning and direction of the world? But we are no longer negotiating with responsible nations across the globe. We are negotiating with terrorist nations around the world. About what they say, they must rig the election so that they will be able to plant the ones they have injected Fulani virus into to spread in the entire Biafra land. That is it. So we are not safe. The only people that will be safe, yeah, is when we witness clearly that it has gotten to the other point. Will America be intervened? Will Israel? Of course, I've not seen Israel. I cannot be, but with the body language of America, America can change to another thing tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. They can turn to another thing tomorrow. You know, they can decide to make 360 degrees U-turn, and before you know it, Trump has tweeted that Biafra has been recognized as a nation. But what happened between America and Israel recently that made Israel to say they cannot depend on America for supply of arms? They will build their own weapons to use it to defend themselves. It goes a long way to tell you that if they can do certain things to Israel, talk less of the issue of Biafra. It will go to that point. Maybe we should change a direction and start looking for help from the Israeli government directly. Thank you.